Hello there, YouTube. It's your boy Josh Ox,
It's your boy Jay.
and this is another episode Sports Talk 10 Josh. I want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, also leave a comment out there. We'd love to hear it. Before we get started, we may discuss some spoiler alerts. So this is relating to Fallout Episode 4. So we're starting all the way from the beginning. Episode 4, we're going to finish this and going to do a huge wrap up at the end.
Yeah.
All right. So Tay, with the episode 4. It was fairly straightforward. In my opinion, it was fairly straightforward. What was your first reaction? Anything that caught your eye?
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. I was gonna go over, I guess some minor plot, stuff on it.
Plots. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the title, like they named the title the Ghouls. Because like
Mm-hmm.
you'll see the you see why it's called the Ghouls, like at the end of the episode pretty much, or like close to the end of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like a plot pretty much is like it's basing off of our two main characters, Lucy and Cooper, who's known as the Ghoul in this particular
Mm-hmm.
timeline of the show, where he barely go by his first name at this point. He's just known as the Ghoul at this point, you know, and he's trying to like find. I don't even know what his true mission is. I guess we'll find out later what his true mission is. But we just know that he hate Votech at this point. We just know he hate Votech.
Yeah.
But yeah, but they both encounter a dangerous situation, leading to a moral dilemma and an intense confrontation. Well, confrontations. If like you said, if you watch the episode, you know what I mean by that when they ran into a dilemma, pretty much. Yeah, like that's like the base part of it, I guess. We kind of find out that the ghoul finds out that Lucy is a McLean at this
Mm-hmm.
point. He just found out. So if at this point, you know, uh Lucy and Ghoul are pretty much tied in together at this point. He pretty much not say kidnap. He's using her for something at this point.
Yeah.
Um
Well, technically she is kidnapped. I'm just trying to throw that out there. She's held
she's held hostage. She
not
is
on her own will. We're just gonna
exactly
say that.
yeah,
She's not free to go. We're gonna say that. But
yeah. She's held against her own
uh,
will. So yes, that
mhm.
is true. Any other point, like any points that you can think about from the show that really stuck for you?
Outside of that point, the goal point, I think this episode also showed that Lucy is still adapting to the surface.
Yes. Hmm.
Like for example, I'm not trying to give a part. There's a part where someone got killed. I'm
Yeah.
speaking very vague. Portion. It was like at the beginning of the episode,
Yeah.
towards the beginning, and also I would probably say going back to the vote to
Yeah.
vote 33.
Mhm.
Norm investigating like what happened to vote 32 was
Yeah.
a key component.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a key component. Pretty much how the Raiders got in. Also, I don't want to give too much away, but
Yeah. But let's touch on
mhm,
that right quick on both of
mhm,
those. Both of the things you just discussed.
mhm.
The Lucy thing. The fact that she had to drink radiated water show how she had to adapt to everything.
Hey, Tay, she was like in the desert
Yes,
walking.
with no
Tay,
water.
Tay, come on, Tay, come on,
But
Tay. When survival instinct kick in, you drink radiated water. You
exactly.
go, yeah.
Even though she was taught to not drink the radiated water because you turn into a ghoul pretty much. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah.
And then the Norm thing. It was actually funny that you say that about him uncovering like the stuff and then finding out that most of the Vault 32 situations was linking back to his mom's. Like
Yeah,
it was
yeah, it happened. I think the last was 2 years ago, and he found out his
yeah
mom opened the door. That was sorry about that. That's a key component of it.
yeah
If you watched it, you probably know. Also, also found out that pretty much Vote 32. My assumption is they went crazy.
yeah
It looks like they killed themselves and killed each other because it was key components like we know the truth. depth of management. It was
Yeah,
like on the wall.
yeah,
So yeah, and also discovered like, and he was trying to access Vault 31 too as well, which he didn't
exactly.
get a chance to. Yeah.
And then it was like it's crazy, like you said, because with Vault 32, because of the fact that both Lucy parents, her mom and her dad, Hank, which who was Henry,
Hmm.
um, and find out that they was involved in Vault 32 at the time. Prior to that,
Hmm.
kind of makes you look at I guess like the veterans, overseers, and see
Hmm.
what did they had planned through this whole thing. Because like I said,
Hmm.
Vault 32 was the only one that really had that type of reaction with their residents, pretty much. Like raiders, they like who was the raider that really changed the group type of ordeal. So yeah,
Yeah, because like I said, it was fairly straightforward. Also, Lucy get exchanged for her organs for some
yeah,
vials.
yeah. They end up bringing back the super duper mark. If anybody know that one,
Mhm,
if anybody know that, you are a OG for real. If you know about super
mhm,
duper mark, yeah, like I guess the guy, I forgot the guy's name, Matt Berry. He did the voice for Snip Snip, who ended up being the robot.
mhm,
For that, to play the robot that was trying to harvest Lucy's
mhm,
organs. Um, and then I think another key point, like it plays
mhm,
into it, was that in the super duper market that they found the different versions of ghouls. Like we do got some of them
mhm.
that are still in the transition of not being a full zombie like state where they just attack just to attack. We actually see of them still have human emotions. Um,
Mhm.
there in the store, and even overall, like even with Cooper, he has human emotions. It's like he never. But if he don't take that yellow drug or yellow liquid that he has to take, then he turns into the vicious zombie stated ghouls. Um, That's why he pretty much drank a lot of them drinks. To be honest, with you. I don't know how many he drank per time, but it was a
I
lot.
don't know how many times he
It was
got to take
like
of those vials. I don't know. But I think this episode is pretty straightforward. Outside of that, nothing really. Outside of discovering that his mom opened the door
yeah,
and investigate what happened in 32, it
yeah.
was fairly straightforward. Fairly straightforward. Nothing.
Yeah, and you ever see you ever notice the other Easter egg in that episode at the end with the ghoul that they end up playing his film, the man from the dead horse.
Hmm.
That was his film that he did the infamous like not going off but having a disagreement with the director about killing the guy on camera.
Yeah.
Like that was
Hmm.
that was the scene. Like that was the actual
Hmm.
scene. So it's making it look like that. Yes, Lucy and Maximus are also big players in this show, but it look like the main like guy is Cooper. No,
Yeah.
no matter what you look at,
It's all tied in. They're
yeah,
all going to tie in together
yeah.
at some link. But I think that's pretty much it. What would you give a rating of this episode, episode 4?
I actually like this episode. I mean, would I give it an 8? Probably not.
I woun't give it quite a. I'm gonna give it a 7.8.
I was about to say I'll give it like a
But the revealing that
7.8.
his mom opened the vault
Yeah.
was key. So
Did not. This was the best. This was the best breakdown of the story. Like this is probably one of the best stories from the series so far. Like
mhm.
finding out about like the suspense part of this is the best suspense episode that so far on the series. Like
Yeah,
finding like you said, find out about the moms being the one opening the door. You know, Vault 32 as a whole, like the whole suspense thing in general was good. So yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
agree.
So yeah, I'm giving it a 7.8. It was great, straightforward. I like the big reveal that his mom opened the vault and what
Yeah,
happened in they investigate what happened in Vault 32.
yep,
And so we're gonna end it here. I want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, also leave a
yep.
comment, follow us Twitter, all the social media. Peace and grease.
Peace and love, y'all.